Hello Traderoot's active family and welcome to 2022. Can you believe the new year is already here? So we're going to welcome in this beautiful new year with a very gentle yoga flow, focusing on opening and releasing and welcoming in and making space for the new year. We're also going to reinforce our intentions or goals for the year, maybe focusing on one main goal or one main intention that we're going to focus on throughout the class today. We're also going to be focusing on some wonderful deep breathing, just bringing us into the moment, bringing us into this new year, leaving 2021 behind us and really making space in our bodies and in our hearts and souls for this new, beautiful year ahead of us. So, when you're ready, come and grab a mat, and we're going to start in a seated position. So whatever that may be for you, maybe cross-legged, maybe on your haunches, maybe with legs extended in front of you, whatever feels best for you today. And then just taking a moment to settle in. Finding your most comfortable position, finding your center, maybe closing the eyes or allowing them to stay open, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Placing our hands palm up on our legs or in our lap, palms up towards the ceiling. Lengthening through our tailbone and drawing our shoulders away from our ears, down our spine. Tucking our chin slightly in towards our chest, lengthening the back of our neck. And just taking a moment to arrive in our body today. To arrive in this moment. Releasing whatever may have come before this time, and release whatever you need to do after this time, and just carving out this sacred space for you and your practice. Feeling whatever parts of your body is touching your mat, really rooted down to the earth. Feeling held and supported here. Noticing how your body is feeling today. Noticing your breath. Noticing your inhale and your exhale. Noticing what you can hear around you. Noticing what you can smell around you. And then noticing if you can feel the air around your body, or maybe drawing attention to your clothes, touching your skin. And then beginning to deepen our breath very slowly without making it forceful, allowing our belly to rise with the inhale. Then drawing belly button towards our spine on the exhale. Inhaling, belly rise. Exhaling, belly button to spine. If you can, beginning to breathe in and out through your nose. Inhaling, belly rise. Exhaling, belly button to spine. Continuing this deep breathing here. Making sure your breath is not forced, but flows very naturally and deeply, filling our belly and our lungs. Feeling the new air as it flows into our body, and releasing the old stale air on the exhale. With each breath, becoming more present in our bodies, more present in this space. And sticking with our deep breathing, drawing our awareness to our intention or our goal for 2022. Trying to focus on one main goal or intention. If you haven't thought about this yet, not to worry, just focusing on the first thing that pops into your mind. Making sure it's something positive and for your highest good. Don't overthink it. Just whatever pops into your mind. Or maybe you have really clear intentions already set or really clear goals. Choosing your primary goal and focusing on that in this moment. Focusing on it in the present tense, as if it's already happened or is happening right now. Really focusing on your intention for this year. Sticking with your deep breathing. Noticing what emotion that this evokes in your body. What emotion is arising in you as you focus on achieving your goal. And achieving your intention. And we're going to come back to this throughout our practice today. Remember not being too hard on yourself today, being really gentle, just allowing things to flow through your body. And when you're ready, we're going to bring our hands together, rubbing our palms together, creating friction, creating heat between our palms. And then with our eyes closed, we're going to bring our palms on top of our eyes, allowing the heat to transfer from our palms to our eye sockets, breathing deeply here. Relaxing our eye muscles, relaxing our eye sockets. And then again, rubbing our hands together, creating heat, creating friction. This is really good if you look at screens all day, or your eyes are feeling quite tired, or if you feel like you have a headache behind your eyes. Very, very good for that. Relaxing our eye sockets, bringing our palms over our eyes, breathing in the heat. And one last time, Bring our palms over our eyes. Slowly blinking our eyes open as we slowly take our hands away, allowing the light to creep in. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed throughout your practice today, or keep them open, whatever best suits you today. When you're ready, we're going to start with some side stretches, so bringing our left hand down towards the mat, reaching our right arm up and over, rooting down through our right hip, gazing past our right arm up towards the ceiling. Coming back through center, bringing our right hand down towards the mat, reaching down through our left hip as we reach our left arm up and overhead, gazing past our left arm up towards the ceiling. Coming back up to center, coming into a spinal twist, inhaling our arms up. Exhaling, taking our left arm behind us, right hand onto left knee, gazing over our left shoulder. Breathing deeply into our belly here. Inhaling back up to center, exhaling over towards the other side. Bring left hand to right knee, right hand behind us, gazing over our right shoulder. Coming back up to center, bring our hands to our mat, coming into our box shape, making sure that wrists and shoulders are in alignment, knees and hips are in alignment, coming into our cat and cow. So untucking tailbone, dropping belly to the earth, looking up, inhaling. And then tucking our tailbone as we push the floor away and exhaling. Taking it really nice and slow, feeling the rippling through our spine, untucking our tailbone, dropping belly to the earth, looking up, inhaling. Tucking tailbone as we push the floor away, drawing belly back into spine, exhaling. Inhaling up. Exhaling as we push the floor away. Really linking our breath with our movement. Maybe speeding up your cat and cow if that feels good for you, or keeping it really slow, really feeling the movement in your body. Coming back to center, flat spine, we're going to push our weight out of our shoulders, rounding through our upper spine, and then dropping our chest down towards the mat, drawing our shoulder blades together. Pushing our shoulder blades apart, drawing shoulder blades apart, rounding through our upper spine, tucking our chin in towards our chest, and then drawing our chest forward, drawing shoulder blades together, looking up. So you moving our upper body here, drawing shoulder blades apart, pushing the floor away, tucking chin in towards our chest, lowering our chest towards the mat, drawing shoulder blades together, looking up. So isolating the movement into our upper body, releasing that tension in our shoulders, releasing tension in our neck. And then coming back to center, I'm going to start by rocking our hips from side to side. Taking our hips over towards the left and over towards the right. Releasing weights or releasing tension in our lower spine, in our lower body. And then coming into hip rotation, so taking our hips over towards the left-hand side, around our feet, over towards the right, dropping them slightly forward. You can keep these circles quite small, or you can make them quite big. Again, noticing what feels good in your body today. Noticing what your body needs. Really tuning into our bodies. Our bodies are very intuitive and they know exactly what they need for their optimal health. Sometimes we just need to listen. And the next time you come across your feet, taking your hips over towards the right hand side. Or changing directions. Coming back to center. So make sure you're circling in the opposite direction. Keeping our breath nice and deep. Noticing if there's any cracking or popping in our hip joints and our lower spine. Can be really normal as long as it's not accompanied by pain. And then coming back up to center, just warming up through our wrists a bit. We're going to rock forward and back. Very slowly shifting our weight forward over our fingertips, back into the heel of our hand. Forward over our fingertips, back into the heel of our hand. Forward and back. And then coming back to center, circling our upper body, but actually this causes a rotation in the wrists. Changing direction, circling in the opposite direction. Coming back to center, shifting our fingers out towards the sides of our mat, shifting from one side to the other side. And then coming back to center, shifting our fingers back towards our knees if you can, otherwise keeping fingers side to side and keep shifting. Otherwise, if you can, shift fingers back towards knees. Then we're going to shift our weight back, keeping the heel of our hand on the mat as we stretch out the front of our arms, our forearms. Deep stretch all the way into the wrists. And then releasing forward, turning our fingers forward again, sitting back onto our haunches, circling out the wrists in one direction and then in the opposite direction. Flicking out our fingers. Bringing our hands down towards the mat in our tabletop again. Tucking our toes under, pushing our bum back and up, coming into our downward facing dog. Maybe with a generous bend in the knee. Maybe pedaling out through ankles, see what feels good here. Remembering what we really want here is a nice long spine instead of straight legs. So keeping our spine nice and long, our shoulder blades drawing away from each other. Pedaling here. Finding some movement. If you're feeling a little bit stiff today, your body's feeling a little bit sluggish after the festive season, remember, don't be hard on yourself. Just notice where your body is today and honor it. Honor your body where it is today. Maybe you're feeling really, really good, also beautiful. Honor where your body is today. Holding our downward facing dog, drawing our heels down towards the mat. Again, maybe with a bent knee, maybe with straight legs. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling, allowing our belly to rise. Exhaling, opening the mouth and sighing it out. One more deep belly breath. Opening our mouth, sighing it out. One more deep belly breath. And sighing it out. From here, we're going to ripple through to our plank, dropping our knees down towards the mat, pushing our bum back over our toes, and pushing back up into our downward facing dog. Inhaling, again, as we shift forward through to our plank. Dropping our knees down towards the mat, pushing our bum back over our heels, and then pushing back up into our downward facing dog. One more time, rippling through to our plank. Dropping our knees down towards the mat, pushing our bum back over our heels, lifting back up into downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, lowering down to our knees again, coming into our tabletop position. We're going to walk our hands forward, melting our heart down towards the mat, coming into a melting heart or puppy dog stretch. Maybe bring our forehead to the mat, our cheek, or our chin, whatever feels best for you. Taking a moment to deepen and lengthen your breath. And then when you're ready, walking our hands back underneath our shoulders, tucking our toes under, pushing our back, putting our bum back and up into our downward facing dog. Walking our feet towards our hands, coming to the top of our mat, keeping our feet hip width distance apart, bending through our knees, holding onto our opposite elbows, bringing our arms alongside our ears, tucking our chin in towards our chest, just allowing ourselves to hang out here for a moment in our ragdoll. Releasing the back of our neck as much as we can, releasing the tension in our shoulders, allowing all the strain and stress from our body, from our brain, to pour out the top of our head back into the earth. Maybe swaying from side to side, if that feels good for you, swaying from the hips. Breathing deeply here. Coming back to center, either holding our ragdoll or releasing our hands down towards the mat. Coming into a full forward fold. Heel toeing our feet together, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Tucking our chin in towards our chest. Remember, in your full forward fold, hands don't have to touch the mat, even if you're just hanging out here. It's perfect, just tucking our chin in towards our chest. And then releasing our arms if you're in a ragdoll, bringing our hands to our shins, straightening through our spine, straightening through our legs, tucking our chin in towards our chest, coming into our flat back. Forward fold, bending through our knees, rippling up through our spine, very slowly, slowly. Inhaling our arms above our head. If you're feeling slightly lightheaded, just tucking our chin in towards our chest. Bringing our hands to prayer at heart center, raising our sternum to meet our thumbs, rolling our shoulders down our spine. Taking a moment to breathe here, coming back to our intention or goal for this year. Inhaling our arms above our head. Again, taking our gaze up towards the ceiling or taking it into a slight back bend. Inhaling back up to center, exhale as we swan dive down, forward fold. Bringing our hands to the mat as we bend our knees, stepping our right foot back, dropping right knee, and tucking our right toes, inhaling arms up, coming into our low lunge. Sinking into the hips here. Relaxing our shoulders away from our ears. Taking a moment to breathe. Making sure that if you feel like your knee is overshooting your front toe, just stepping that front foot a little bit further forward. So that knee and ankle are almost in alignment. Our knee may be overshooting our ankle a little bit, but not too much. Bringing our hands down to frame our front foot and just rocking our hips from side to side here. Just very small rocks. And then coming back to center, shifting our weight forward and back, inhaling as we shift forward, exhaling as we shift back. Keeping our left foot rooted down and towards the earth, so don't lift our left toes, keeping them flat towards the mat. Maybe this movement is a little bit bigger for you or a little bit smaller. Remember, whatever feels good in your body today is what you're going to do. Inhale as we shift forward, exhale as we shift back. Coming back to center, shifting our hips forward, lifting our chest up, coming up onto our fingertips. And then tucking our chin, shifting our hips back, bringing our right hand to the mat as we inhale our left arm up, opening up our chest to the side, coming into a side twist, shifting our gaze past our left thumb up towards the ceiling. And then bring left hand to frame our left foot, tucking our right toes under, stepping back into our plank. From our plank, we're going to lower down into our knees, chest, chin, inhaling up into our baby cobra. So our feet are on the mat, lifting up our chest, not using our hands though, using our spine to lift us, tucking our chin, keeping the back of our neck nice and long. Exhaling back down towards the mat, tucking our toes, drawing ourselves up onto our knees, pushing back into an extended child's pose, walking our fingers as far forward as we can as we draw our bum back, bringing our forehead down towards the mat. Taking a moment to breathe. And then walking our hands off to the left-hand side, placing our right hand on top of our left hand, drawing our bum over towards the right-hand side, right hip over towards right foot, bringing our head down between our arms. Breathing nice and deeply. Walking our hands back through center, off the right-hand side of our mat, placing our left hand on top of our right hand, drawing our hips over towards the left-hand side, drawing our head between our arms, taking a moment to breathe. Coming back through to center, tucking our toes under, pushing our bum back and up into our downward facing dog, pedaling out our ankles. Finding our center, taking a moment to breathe here. 3 nice deep breaths, inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the nose or sighing it out the mouth. See what feels good for you here. Taking the breaths at your own pace. And then when you're ready, shifting your weight over towards your left hand foot. Inhaling our right foot up, shifting our gaze forward, stepping our right foot between our hands, helping that foot forward if you need to. Left foot to meet right. Coming either into our ragdoll, feet hip width distance apart, holding onto opposite elbow, bringing our arms about alongside our ears, bending our knees, or coming into a full forward fold, big toes touching, heels slightly apart, tucking our chin in towards our chest, taking a moment to breathe here. Releasing our arms. If you're in a ragdoll, bring your hands to your shins, flat back, strong legs, halfway lift. Exhale as we forward fold, bending through our knees, rippling up through our spine. Inhaling our arms above our head, keeping your chin tucked if you're slightly dizzy. Bringing our hands to prayer at heart center, thumbs to sternum. Sternum lifts up towards thumbs, rolling our shoulders back and down our spine. Tucking our tailbone slightly. Coming back to our intentional goal. Embodying the feeling that that goal or intention brings you. And noticing if it's uplifting or maybe not. Maybe there's some fear that comes along with achieving that goal. That's also okay. Just noticing what is arising for you today when you align yourself with your goal or intention. And then when you're ready, inhaling our arms up above our head. Exhale as we cactus our arms out to the side, drawing our chest forward, dropping our head back slightly. Inhaling back up to center. Exhale as we swan dive down, forward fold. Bring our hands to the mat, bending through our knees, stepping our left foot back, dropping left knees, untucking left toes, sinking hips towards the mat. Inhaling arms up. Maybe stepping that right foot a little bit further forward if you need to. Tucking our tailbone slightly. Drawing our shoulders away from our ears. Taking a moment to breathe. Nice deep belly breathing. Bring our hands to frame our front foot, shifting our hips from side to side. Very small movement here. And then we're going to shift our weight forward and back, keeping our right toes on the mat as we shift back. Inhale as we shift forward, exhaling as we shift back. Feeling the long, deep stretch in our leg all the way as we shift back. Noticing what your body is telling you in this moment. Honoring your body through movement. And then coming back to center on our fingertips, drawing our chest forward as we look up. Shifting our hips slightly back, keeping our left hand on the mat as we inhale our right arm up. Shifting our gaze past our right thumb as we look up towards the ceiling. Breathing nice and deeply. Bringing our right hand to frame our right foot, tucking our left toes under, stepping back into our plank. Lowering down into our knees, chest, chin, either coming up into our baby cobra or coming up into our cobra. Making sure that our pubic bone stays on the mat, tucking our elbows in towards our side, shoulders away from ears, and drawing our chest forward. Deep, deep breathing. You might be a little bit lower or a little bit higher, depending on how your spine feels. Just making sure that your pubic bone stays on the mat. We don't want to be lifted up here. It's not an up dog. And then when we're ready, drawing our chest forward as we lower, tucking our toes, drawing ourselves up onto our knees, pushing ourselves back into a full child's pose to bring our arms alongside our legs, Bringing our forehead down towards the mat, taking a moment to breathe. And then when you're ready, lifting up into our downward facing dog. Shifting our weight over towards our right foot as we inhale our left foot up. Shifting our gaze forward, stepping our left foot between our hands, helping it forward if you need to. Right foot to meet left, coming into a forward fold for a moment. Inhaling up into our halfway lift. Exhale as we forward fold, bring our hands to frame our front foot. We're going to step our left foot back, parallel to the back of our mat. Shifting our hands, walking them between our legs, shifting our right foot parallel to the front of our mat. Coming into a wide-legged forward fold along our mat. Tucking our chin in towards our chest. Toes are slightly turned in, although actually your feet are exactly parallel, but you'll feel a nice stretch along the outside of your legs. If it feels good for your neck and you have no neck pain or discomfort, bring our hands, interlacing them at the base of our skull. Thumbs along the back of our neck, supporting the back of our neck. And putting a tiny bit of pressure on our skull, just to lengthen our neck. If this does not feel good, or if it feels really uncomfortable, please rather release. Just see how your neck feels, listening to your body. And then releasing our hands down towards the mat. Walking our hands slightly forward so that there's space for our torso. Keeping our right hand on the mat as we inhale our left arm up, coming into a twist. Shifting our gaze over our left hand. Bring our left hand down towards the mat, inhaling our right arm up, shifting our gaze past our right thumb. Bringing that down towards the mat, walking our hands back towards our body, shifting our heels in, toes out. We're going to lift up into a goddess squat, bending from the knees, inhaling our arms up, bringing our hands to prayer heart center. Shifting our weight from side to side. And then coming back to center. We're going to shift up into a star as we inhale, exhaling back down to our goddess squat. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Bring our left forearm onto our left thigh, reaching our right arm up and overhead, shifting our gaze past our right arm up towards the ceiling. Coming back up to center, bring our right arm to our right thigh, left arm overhead. Shifting our gaze past our left arm up towards the ceiling. Shifting back up to center, lifting up. Bring our hands to our hips. We're going to turn our toes in, feet parallel to the edges of our mat. We're going to come into a side lunge, so shifting our weight over towards our left foot, bringing our hands to our left thigh, sitting our bum back. And then lifting back up, shifting weight over towards the right hand side, hands towards the right thigh, setting our bum back, chest is lifted. And then shifting back over towards our left hand side. Keeping that chest lifted, bum back, and up to center, shifting over towards the right. Shifting back up. Now either staying with the side lunge, as you come over towards the left-hand side, or bringing hands down towards the mat, shifting onto our toes of our left foot, drawing our toes of our right foot up towards the ceiling, coming into Skandasana. And then from here, we're going to shift weight over towards the right-hand side. So shifting our body over towards the right-hand side, on our right toes, drawing our left toes up towards the ceiling. And then again, shifting weight over towards the left-hand side, bringing our upper left arm to the inside of our left thigh. We're going to extend our hand out to the side. So we're drawing our left knee out to the side as we extend our right arm up. Opening up our chest, opening up our lower body, taking a moment to breathe. And then releasing our right hand down towards the mat. We're going to walk our right hand and our left hand alongside our right leg, okay? It might be only a minor walk, it might be a little bit longer. See how you feel, and then bowing down towards our right leg, tucking chin in towards chest. So it can feel quite intense on your hamstring. So if it feels too intense, just lifting up out. And then walking hands back towards center. Shifting our weight over towards the right hand side, drawing left toes up towards the ceiling. Bringing our outer right arm to the inner right knee. Drawing our right hand out to the side. Left hand up to the ceiling, opening up our chest. Taking a moment to breathe, keeping those left toes drawing up towards the ceiling. Bringing our left hand back down towards the mat. Bringing right hand to left hand, and then walking our right hand and our left hand down on the inside of our left leg, tucking chin in towards chest. Remember, this may be a little bit higher for you or a little bit deeper. Remember, each one of our bodies is unique. So really listening to your body and what your body needs. And then when you're ready, walking hands back towards our body, shifting our weight back over towards the left-hand side, and then walking our hands to frame our right foot, coming into a lunge position. We're going to step back into our plank. Coming through a vinyasa of choice, so either you're going to come through your knees, chest, chin, into our baby cobra, or if you feel like it, we're going to come through our chaturanga down into an up dog. Okay, see what feels good. Remember, in our up dog, we're pushing out of our hands, drawing our chest forward. Only hands and tops of feet are touching the mat. Either coming into a child's pose for a rest, or coming up into a downward facing dog. See what your body needs. And then when you're ready, lifting up into our downward facing dog. Bringing our knees down towards the mat, untucking our toes, sitting ourselves back onto our haunches. We're going to take our bum to one side, legs out in front of us. So our legs are along our mat. Coming into a diamond forward fold here, so bringing the soles of our feet together. Our legs are still nice and long, but there's a bend in the knee. So making sure that feet aren't too close to your body. They're quite far away. Inhaling, arms up, allowing our body to melt forward over our legs, tucking our chin in towards our chest, taking a moment to breathe here. Inhaling back up to center, extending our left leg as we draw our right knee in towards our chest, taking our right foot across our left leg, drawing our right knee in towards our chest with our left arm, bringing our right arm to the base of our spine, lengthening our spine as we twist, gazing over our right shoulder. Making sure that our chest is open towards our knee, so we're not coming into an open twist, but we're drawing the knee in towards our chest. Dropping our chin in towards our chest, coming back to center. We're going to open up, bringing our left hand behind us, bringing our right hand to the outside of our right shin, opening up our chest. And then tucking chin in towards chest, coming back through to center, uncrossing our right leg, extending it out, drawing our left knee in towards our chest, taking it across our right leg, hugging our left knee in towards our chest with our right arm, bringing our left hand behind us at the base of our spine, gazing over our left shoulder, drawing our left knee in towards our chest. Breathing nice and deeply here into our low belly. Tucking our chin in towards our chest, coming back through to center, and clasping our left knee. Bring our right hand to the base of our spine, bring our left hand to the outside of our left leg, opening up our chest towards the right hand side. Coming into an open twist. Tucking our chin in towards our chest, coming back through to center, and crossing our left leg. We're going to shift ourselves down our mat, so we have space to roll down. Holding on behind our knees, we're going to round through the spine as we roll down, supported by our knees, all the way down to the mat. And then when you're ready, drawing our knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. Sending some love to our body, sending some appreciation to all that our body does for us. Maybe rocking from elbow to elbow, side to side if that feels good here, feels good on your spine. And then coming back to center, releasing our knees, bringing our feet to the edges of our mat. Knees quite wide, feet quite wide, bringing our arms into a T shape or cactus arms, dropping our knees from side to side. In very gentle windshield wipers, coming into a gentle spinal twist. And then coming back to center, drawing our knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. We're going to bring our hands to the base of our spine, supporting our lower body. We're going to take our feet up towards the ceiling and just point and flex our feet. Point and flex the toes. And then we're going to come to circle through the ankles, circling in one direction. And then circling in the opposite direction. And then when you're ready, drawing our knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. Bring our hands between our knees, holding onto the outside of our feet, drawing our feet up towards the ceiling or holding behind our knees, coming into our happy baby. And then releasing our feet, hugging our knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. Extending our legs out along our mat. Coming to lie on our mat in the most comfortable position that serves you in Shavasana. Maybe bringing one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Or both hands to heart, both hands to belly. Or you can bring hands down towards the ground, palms down towards the ground for grounding. or palms up towards the ceiling for receiving, whatever you feel like you need. And just taking a moment to settle in here. Maybe taking a sigh out to release your practice. Maybe one more, if you need it. Relaxing our body as much as we can. Maybe allowing the eyes to close or keep them open. See what feels most in tune with you today. Allowing our body to be completely relaxed, completely at ease. Softening our shoulders, relaxing our elbows, softening our hips, relaxing our knees, softening our feet, our ankles. Drawing our awareness to our breath, breathing nice and deeply, inhaling, allowing our belly to rise. Exhaling, belly button towards our spine. Linking with our breath here. Shifting our awareness back to our intention, to our goal. Visualizing it in our mind. Allow it to play in our mind as if it is happening right now. You can see yourself achieving that goal. You can see yourself reaching your intention, achieving your intention. You can see yourself embodying that feeling that the achievement brings. Releasing control of your breath. Maybe sticking with your visualization throughout your Shavasana. Or you can release your visualization and just taking a few moments of complete stillness here. Bringing our awareness back to our breath, back to our body. Finishing off your visualization if you're visualizing. Wiggling into our fingers and our toes, bringing awareness back to our body. Inhaling our arms above our head, coming to a full body stretch. Pointing through the toes. Drawing our knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. Sending our body some love. Rolling onto whichever side best serves you. Coming into the fetal position for a moment. Feeling held and supported by the earth. Knowing that everything we need, we have within us already. Using our top hand to push us up into a seated position. Crossing our legs, bring our hands to prayer at heart center or hands to our knees, whatever feels best for you. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling, sighing it out. Taking another deep breath in, and exhaling, sighing it out. And one more deep breath in, exhaling, sighing it out. May the long-time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. And may the pure light within you guide your way on. And may 2022, be the best year it can be for you. Sending all my love. Thank you for joining me today. Satnam. Thank you so much, Traderoot Active family. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you have such a stunning year, and I hope to see you soon. If you want to check out more of my videos, you can head over to Traderoot Active, their YouTube channel. There's some videos there. Or you can head over to my site, aimeeyoga.com, and there are links there for some more videos. Sending you lots of love. Bye!